Arsenal versus Everton at the Emirates. I think Arsenal will be far too strong. If it was at Goodison Park, I still think Arsenal would probably win, but it's a tougher task. But being at home for this, I think Everton have been pretty poor this season, even more so than the last few seasons. So I think Arsenal will get a routine win in this, maybe even a clean sheet. I'm going to go 3-0 Arsenal. Liverpool versus Fulham. Again, home team. I think Liverpool will be far too strong for Fulham. I think Fulham could score, but I think Liverpool will pretty convincingly get the win in this. 3-1. Newcastle versus Leicester. I'm going to go with a home team again. I think Leicester have got some surprising results so far, and they look like they're starting to wake up a little bit. Newcastle are inconsistent, but I think that they will do enough in this one to get the 3 points. 2-1 Newcastle. Wolves versus Ipswich. Again, home team for me. I think Ipswich play some good football, but they don't defend well enough. They don't score enough. They play good football on the eye, but the results are what matters, and they struggle to get them. So I think Wolves will be too strong for them at home. So I'm going to go Wolves 2-1. Nottingham Forest versus Aston Villa, with a home team again. Nottingham Forest are in fantastic form this season. It's a delight to see. I don't think people give them the respect they should of how they're playing at the moment. Obviously, there's a long way to go still, but I think the way they're playing, the results they're getting, they're high up in the table. They're beating teams that people aren't expecting them to beat. Villa are a tough team and a decent squad, and they could go there and get a result, but I think Forest might edge this one. 2-1. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. This one I'm kind of on the fence with. I don't think there's a lot between these two sides to separate each other. For that reason, I'm going to go for a draw. 2-2. Manchester City versus Manchester United. Obviously, City again losing last night against Juventus. I'm loving it, seeing City struggle so much at the moment, but I never thought I would see it to the level and the extent that they are struggling. Hopefully we can get some sort of result in this, but I still did put City to win because of how bad we are at Manchester United. So if there's not a better time to play City, and there hasn't been for a long time, considering the form they're in at the moment. This one is it, the Etihad though. But the way City are playing, I don't think it really plays into it as much as it would have. I'm hoping we can get at least a point from the game, if not 3 points, but I think we're going to have to be really switched on to even get the 3 points in this, especially because they're playing so bad. They're going to be angry and desperate to get a result. Hopefully, as I said, we can get at least a point. I'm going to go City though to edge it. 2-1. Chelsea versus Brentford, I think could be arguably game of the week. Chelsea have been fantastic this season, not just Cole Palmer, but the whole squad, and what Maresca is doing there as well. So I think they deserve huge credit. Could be title challengers if they keep it up. Brentford, on their day, can beat anyone. They are a little bit up and down, but I think that they will cause Chelsea some problems, but I still think Chelsea will have enough in the tank to get the 3 points. 4-2 Chelsea. Southampton versus Spurs. I think Southampton will be confident coming into this that they can get a result against Tottenham, who have got some horrendous results so far this year, and I think Southampton, being at home, will hope the crowd gets behind them and give them that extra push for this one. But I think Tottenham's overall quality will show in this, and I think that they'll do enough to get the 3 points by the 90 minutes. I think Southampton will probably score, maybe even go ahead in the game, but I think Tottenham will bounce back, and I think they'll get the 3 points in this. 3-1. Lastly, for game week 16, we've got Bournemouth versus West Ham. Not the most. I think this will be a spectacular game. I think Bournemouth play decent football. West Ham can get results, but I don't think they're the best team to watch. It could be a tight one, this, but it could also go one way. And if it does go one way more than the other, I think it will go Bournemouth's way. They're an underrated team in the league. Never get the respect or the credit that they should, I don't think. And on their day can beat anyone's. 3-1. So that is it for this week's predictions, guys. Be back soon in a bit.